I am trying to connect to my chat here, and we'll see if that's able. Ah, there it is. How happy I am. Hi Kathy, hi Renee, hi Adrian. I am hoping you guys are safe and you are doing well. Um, Not a lot of fancy things. I'm still trying to figure out these um, these software, but you know, in the meantime, it's going to be a simpler kind of video. Um, I'm trying to figure it out. Sounds like I'm really practicing on it. I have not. So it's got to do a lot more with me trying to practice this a little bit. Hey, Louise. Hey, Kiwi. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. Thank you so much, Louise, for your coffee. I was very excited that that actually worked. So I hope you guys are having fun. Hey, Carol. How are you? Okay, so there's a lot going on in. Hi, Joyce. How are you? From going on at Stampin' Up. I don't have like the fancy snazzy things I had before, so I can't really show you. But those of us who are demonstrators have access now to the pre-order for the new online exclusives, and I have to tell you, they are cute. They got me. They got me. I've not bought anything yet. I'm behaving very well, but they are so good. Hi, Elizabeth. I completely forgot. In my defense, Elizabeth, I was like nonstop today at work. So, but yeah. So sorry. So yeah, it was like, whew. It's a lot of beautiful things that I may get something later on. Yes, Kiwi, how are you? I'm sorry, I didn't ask. But yeah, so you know, if you're a demonstrator, you want to go and give it a look. They are cute. The other thing that is happening is that we have two new kits, guys, and I don't know if you've seen them, but they're really cute. One of them actually I think I'm going to get later on because it's another I do love books, obviously. But I really like it. It looks really cool. So I have not looked into detail, to be fully honest. Um, Oh, Carol, you're so funny. But really beautiful things, I have to say. So uh, I was very excited about the online exclusives, to be fully honest. They are really beautiful. So you can go and check that out. Now there is a wonderful alternative for you if you want to join Stampin' Up this month. So between now and the end of October, so the 31st, you will be able to order up to $155 before, you know, for the, how is it, guys? I always get a little confused when I'm saying this. So you will be spending $99 but getting $155 worth of credits. Yay, I managed. So yeah, that's really cool if you're interested. And after that, of course, you will be able to get that 20% discount. So if you're interested, you can join my team. My team is super chill, right? I don't have my goal is to have fun, and so it's a very chill kind of situation. And then there is sale, a kit sale. So all the kits are on sale. I did not look which ones are cheaper, which ones are more expensive, but I could see that there were a few things that seem to be worth it, and even the new two kits that were out today were on sale. So that's pretty cool. Okay, we are going to be doing, guys, a super fun card that I found, and I can't share her, actually I can probably do this. I can't share her website here like I did before, but this is her website. Let me put it up here in the chat so you guys can look at it. And it is Yes, that's her name. So I don't want to destroy her name, but it's like Janice. I promise I won't destroy her name. But she is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Germany. And, well, I think it's Germany, guys. I'm so sorry. But she made a super cool card, and you guys can probably see it if you want to go and hit that link. So I made, so of course, I mean, she's working on centimeters, and so I made the translation to inches, which was not extremely difficult. And I had to tweak a little bit, so it's just a regular 5.5 by 4.25 card. But all in all, I think it's really cute, and I think you're going to get a kick out of it. It's cute. It's perfect for Christmas. That's all I'm going to say. Well, it's really perfect for gift cards, but I didn't know how to put it in the description. Sometimes it's just really weird. Hey, hi Anita, how are you? Oh, I've missed you guys so much. So I did this card only once, and that means that, you know, we may make mistakes together. And I hope you're all in for the fun. I agree, Louise. She's saying that the German crafters do a lot of cool stuff, and I agree. I have found that out. And that's why I keep saying before that whenever I go to Pinterest, for some odd reason, I end up looking at all these really German and, you know, from the Netherlands kind of websites. And I'm like, oh, I don't even understand what they're saying, but hey, I like them. So they probably already know what I am looking for. So it's quite funny. Okay. So we are going to be using today the reindeer fun. Actually the whole suite. This is the bundle, along with the, and I forget how it's called, the Reindeer Memories scrapbook layout. So I told you guys I really like scrapbooking, so I got those. I got two of those. I got two. Yes, I got the autumn one, and then I got the Christmas one. Give me 1 second, because my dog wants to go outside. 1 second. Go. Go outside, girl. Sorry. I just don't want her to start barking. Adrian says that she loves that bundle. I have to tell you guys, I love it. It's very cool for coloring. It's got like a really, what would be the right word? I know, so let me go back in here. So I know reindeer and whatever, Christmas, but you can use these too, or at least this one or something, with just it for winter, or for even mail cards if you get creative with this, and a mountain or something. I don't know. I really love, I know I mentioned that I love that the reindeer, that it has this die set, because I love that you can work on that. But like I said, I did get the whole scrapbooking kit because I love it, and so I have to be fully honest, I'm making the most out of it. Part of the reasons why I like the scrapbooking kit is because it brings a lot, or a few pages that are more more mellow, right? Like this paper is amazing. The DSP from this suite, but it's very cheery, very strong with the force, and so I like that the scrapbook kit actually brings some more mellow pages that you can use more like backgrounds, right? Or just to like kind of create that contrast between a very busy piece of DSP and a less busy one that we've talked about. And Carol says that that's how she started, and it was scrapbooking, and I was the same. I have several scrapbooks, and I totally love them. Like, I cannot tell you how much I like scrapbooking or memory keeping. So I want to say right now, there will be a PDF tutorial. It's not yet ready. So it will be ready between tonight and tomorrow, and I am so sorry about that. I have been trying to figure out how to send an email from my website. I know that I told you all that I had to stop sending emails from the newsletter because mainly I have like they were starting to charge me a lot of money for sending the emails, and like that does not make sense to me. So I'm trying to figure out a way to use Google to do that, and I am hoping that it goes well. We'll see how that ends up happening. Um, but what that means is I'm going to post as much as I can, in Facebook, which is mainly my um, outlet, and Instagram, to let people know, and Pinterest to let people know that I am actually, that something is posted and that there's a new card. But until I figure out the whole email situation, there will be no newsletter. But there will be a PDF and a blog post. So that's cool. So we're going to need, guys, several pieces. These are going to be our card bases. And we're going to need, so one piece, this is just a regular, hey Kim, how are you? A regular 4¼ by 11. And then we're going to score this one at 5½. We have another piece, guys, and I have my cheat sheet here, and this is it's very messy. Because when I do it several times, I am able to remember things, but I just did it once. So this big piece is 3 by 5½. So I'm gonna put them in order, just like that. And yes, I have here a die, because otherwise I will forget that I have to do the cut it. You guys know me, I am that person, and so it's kind of what happens with me. And then this piece measures 4 3/8 by 3. So all these 3 pieces measure 3 on the width, and it's only the height that varies. So again, this is 3 by 5½. This is 3 by 4 3/8, and the last one, which is this one little one in here, is 3 by 4 1/8. Okay. And then we're going to score these. The layers are very simple, but I just do 8ths. All that will be included in the PDF tutorial. So let's start scoring our friends and get working. So I'm going to do the same as we always do, align these at, so the 11 piece towards the top of the trimmer, and we're going to score at 5½. And that will be our card base, our main card base. And I'm bringing a bone folder, which is very dirty, to just crease that score line that we did. And I'm doing them in order so I don't get all confused. So all of these, so these two, not all of these. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here, guys. Don't let me forget that. So these two, so the 2 bigger ones are going to be scored at 3/4 of an inch. And I'm going to use the right side of my trimmer. Yes, you're seeing what I'm doing. And we're going to score there at 3/4 of an inch. So there's one. And then we're going to bring the other one, and we are going to score that one too at 3/4 of an inch. And that's all we need for these 2 pieces. The last piece, which is the smallest one, so this is the 4 1/8 by 3, we are going to score at 1/2 inch. And I'm going to use the right side of my trimmer because it's so much easier when you're doing that one. So this one goes at 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to turn these and keep going that way. Okay, I hope that makes sense. We are going to score at 3½. So we go all the way to 3½. And yeah, did I do that correctly? I think I did that correctly. So making sure, oh no, it's good. Sorry guys, making sure my measurements are all okay. And now we are going to keep going here, but I just wanted to do the scores first. We're going to align at 2 1/8, and there's our 2 1/8, and we are going to cut between 3/8, guys. So if you remember, 3/8 is right here. It almost has like a little white, a little white mark that I made. So we're going from 3/8 to 2 and 5/8, okay? And that one has also a little white mark, and I don't know if you can see it, but that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go ahead and do that one there. So that one is our first cut, and we are going to just really quickly, guys, we are going to move these towards, so just a 16th, so a little bit forward. So here's 2 and 1/8, so that will be 2 and 3/16, but it's just moved right next to it. And we are going to do the same cut between, here is the 3 and 5/8, and it's hard for me to see from up here, so I'm just going to kind of make sure it's right there at the 3 and 5/8 all the way to the 3/8, 2 and 5/8. I'm sorry. Okay, so I hope that is more or less exact. It seems like it's fairly close, and I just did this as a guide. We will have to decorate this and close it, but I don't know why it helped me when I was doing it earlier in the other one, so I decided to do it as well right now. The next thing we're going to do, so we are going to bring our first couple of layers. So this is again just 4 and 1/8 by 5 3/8, and I am using this very beautiful piece from the DSP, which is just 1/8 smaller. I'm going to bring some glue. I am very excited that this is not squeaking anymore, because that was very distracting. And so I was very upset about that. And we are going to add this. So we're just adding our layer. Now we are going to need in here, guys, I'm just making sure this layer looks good. We're going to go ahead and line at the, I want to say it's 2-inch mark, guys, because you know, but so we have to align it at 2-inch mark, but we're going to start in here. Okay, so this is the top of the card, right? You can see the direction of the paper. We're going to align at 2 inches, and I'm sorry, guys, I'm going to bring this here because I'm going to make sure this is 2 inches, and it is 2 inches. So just making sure, align at 2 inches, and we are going to cut from a 1/2 inch to 3 and 5/8. So okay, here's a 1/2 inch, is more or less right there, to 3 and 5/8, which is right there. I was not being able to see. Nope, that moved a tiny bit. Okay, and this one does not need to make it double and make it bigger, but it does need to measure that. Now what we really need to do is bring one of those, it doesn't matter which one of these pieces, and make sure that this one slides in here, because sometimes you kind of cut but you don't cut all the way, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just making sure that this actually slides, and it does. So just make sure that it slides beforehand, and we're going to leave this in here. I'm going to bring yeah, sorry guys, I'm still thinking what I need to do and how I need to do it. So we are going to attach our piece in here, and like I said, this, not practicing the card enough, it's, you know, it's kind of like, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. So what we're doing is, remember that this is the top, so I have it, I grabbed it in the right direction. We're going to apply glue on just these 3 sides all the way to the edge there. You can use turn tape. I was actually going to use turn tape, but here we go, I'm using glue. So we are going to go ahead and glue this. We're just going to adhere this to our card base, and there it goes. And we're just going to make sure that it's centered as best as we can, and don't do that, don't damage your card base. And then we're going to leave that there. See, I did make a mistake still. I'm gonna lift this. So thankfully I didn't use the turn tape. It was God telling me you don't have to do that. That is so funny. And I'm gonna we have to cut a piece in here, and I completely forgot. So I'm gonna bring my big thingy here, right? We're gonna move these ahead, and it's gonna get all gluey, but it's fine. I mean, as you guys can tell, this has received a lot of love, and I'm not really that concerned about it not being very clean, but you can wash it off anyways later on. So all I'm doing, and you just can't see what I'm doing, it's just, this is the smallest of the stylish shapes circle, and so all I'm doing is just looking there, trying to figure out where the middle is, and that looks fairly in the center, and we are going to run this through. Okay, and I'm gonna move this like this, and here we sort of go. If you don't know, if you're thinking about it, just in case, I did talk to Tara, and she is safe. She is doing well. They were evacuated, but they went to the shelter and stayed there for a day, and I want to say a whole night, and then they were allowed to go back home, and their home is still in a good place, so meaning, you know, they're I guess, meaning they still have their home, and so that's good news for her. Some of her neighbors didn't do as well, so we're still praying for that part of the country. Okay, guys, you guys can see how messy that looks like, huh? But nobody will see it, so I'm okay with that. And now we can actually glue this. Let me put this in here so I don't lose it. So again, yes, Adrian, so we're gonna add some glue to the card, just the 3 sides. So these 3 sides, the bottom edge does not have to have glue, and I'm putting a fair bit of it, and we are just putting glue on the edges, not on the inside or on, this area. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this through. And add this, and we made it. Nobody knows that we have to do it twice. And thankfully we were using glue, huh? Okay, so this is our first step. What's going to happen is that our one of these pieces is going to go in between here. So the next step, guys, we're going to do is we are going to bring our bone folder, and we're going to fold these belly. Let's go ahead and give that a good crease, and this one belly as well. And what's going to happen, guys, is we're going to add the 2 flaps together, one against each other. And I don't know how to explain that better, but it's like one flap, like not one on top of the other, is one flap to end the other flap. And so you're going to end up with something like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these. For these, we are going to add the flaps, the glue kind of the same as the other one. So we're going to add glue on the top, so on the top and on the side edges, but not on the bottom. Okay, and I'm putting a good bit of glue in there, and now we are going to go ahead and glue these 2 together. Okay, I'm just making sure that they are well aligned when you fold them. So I'm just folding them and making sure that this is flat, right? You don't feel like a bump, like one is above the other. But all in all, it seems like we did a good job in here. Okay, let me remove that little piece. So what's going to happen is that this big flap is going to go in here, mostly. It does go through, and this is going to move back and forth. Okay, so that's how this is going to look like. At some point, this is going to pull like this, and we'll be able to see the gift card here in the front. Phew, when we are getting there. So let's start, and believe it or not, guys, that's pretty much it, right? We are going to start decorating. This will be the front of the card. So for the front of the card, guys, I had chosen these two pieces. All my layers are white, and I'm going to bring these. This one belongs to the kit, and this is what I was telling you, right? Like this piece, in spite of the fact that it has so many trees, against this, it's kind of like mellow. I don't know why, but it just matches really well. And so that's what I was, you know, looking for. And same as these other piece, like they have a pattern, but it's not so busy that you can't mix and match. And I really appreciate that they did that. Okay, so we are going to add this mat in here. So one layer on top of the other, nothing complicated, guys. And we're going to add this one in here. Did I make a mistake? Looks like I made a mistake. Let me check, guys. What? It's my mistake. Oh, it seems like I cut this bigger. Ha! Because that had to happen. Because this is the big one. Yeah, so I'm just making sure that all my measurements are correct. It seems like they are. So we have to cut these at 4 3/8. And I'm going to bring my trimmer real quick, and we're going to kind of align these at 4. So we're going to use this one. This is going to be a little tricky, but we said 4 3/8. So where did I make the mistake? So there is 4 1/4. Thankfully I have it marked, so it's going to guide me. And this is 4 3/8. Okay, so that's how much I need to cut. Just because I'm going to cut a little bit. Let's see, 4 3/8. I'm a little bit scared here. So I'm going to align these. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut a 4th in here first and go from there. I'm always very scared of cutting this. And then I can tell that I can still cut an 1/8, and so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut an 1/8. But I'd rather be, you know, safe than sorry in these cases. Okay, so let's move our trimmer out of the way. So we go back in here. This is the piece, and we are going to glue that one in there. I actually, guys, left a little bit more, like a 1/16 extra. I'm okay. It does not look so terrible, I think, and it will allow us, I just think it will allow us something extra, right, in case when we close, and I'll show you what I mean. It will, like when this closes, this is going to go inside, and we want it to really fit well. So I guess that's what I'm talking about, but I'll show you. Hi, Jeanette, how are you? Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Oh, Jeanette, we are very, very sorry for your loss, and we'll be praying for you. And yeah, it's probably a ongoing recovery from a loss like that. And so what I want to do, guys, is I'm going to add this piece. So let me just put out there that, so this is the front, right? So where these two pieces meet together is the front, and the flaps that we glued will be in the inside. And I just figure I would say that out loud, because you just never know. And now we are going to add, let me see, let's add this one. So let's bring these, don't think I'm crazy, guys. I am not that crazy. Let's add this one first. And this one, we're going to add like that. This is going to go in here, okay? And then the other one, so both of them we are folding. So if this is the front, we're folding mountain. And so this is going to go like this in here. like this. Sorry, guys. Yes. I'm gonna like double check in here how it goes, but yes, I'm right. So you will fold this like this and put the glue and then just glue it together. But before we do that, now that I recall, see guys, I hate when I don't have like, I've not have enough practice. It really kills me. We need to add these two pieces in here. And I'm making sure these are the pieces because they have a difference there. I think these are, okay. So again, all those, is this my first day live? It sounds like it, huh, Elizabeth? Okay, so we're going to add our glue in here, and I am just adding the glue on the edges. And we're going to adhere this. And I really like this piece because it is so much, just so less busy. Oh my goodness. No, I'm not trying to ditch you. What you talking about, girl? No, so I was live last Tuesday. I was thinking not to, and then I decided to go live. And then I had that live on Friday, which was not a card live. It was a let's chat kind of live. So yeah. Okay, so here we go. That helps me. I'm not sure why it helped me, but it does. Okay. Now that I think about it, now I know. I'm going to adhere these and I'll tell you. So usually, now that I think about it, when you cut through 3 pieces of layer, which it's what we're going to do, it sometimes is really hard to really cut the last piece. And so if you have already cut that, it will help a lot. It will help tremendously not to have to cut several times. So just saying that out loud. And we're going to come here, just remember, we're going to go to 2, and I can feel it. I actually can feel when these, like the ridge falls into the cutting line, and it's very nice. And now we're going to cut. And remember, we said we are going to cut in this one between 3/8 and 2 5/8. So there is my 3/8 somewhere in there. So I'm going to move this there. There it is. And we're going to go all the way to 2 5/8, which is right there. And like I mentioned before, those are actually marked from a previous, from a previous project. So, and I am going to go really well so it cuts all the way. And then we're going to do what we did before. We're going to move to, was it 2, guys? I'll tell you. Oh, yes, it is. We're going to move just a little bit to the, oh, yeah, just a little bit. So the one right next to it, right, a 1/16 of an inch, we're going to move a tiny bit there, and we're going to cut again between that 3/8 and 2 5/8. And we're doing that well like that, and I can see that it needs a little bit here. Okay, so there we go. That's what we needed to do. Oh, you know what, Elizabeth, I have to, and I think that that's one of the reasons why I am at least thinking of doing Tuesdays. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm thinking we're going to be doing Tuesdays, for sure. Although I would like to try to keep Fridays of the Paper Pumpkin Kits. I don't think I'll be able to. I actually thought, oh, I'm going to be able to do like at least the video through the sorry guys, and through the weekend, and I was not able to. So yeah, there's that. I did can a lot of jalapenos, guys. That's the good news. So I'm just cutting these, and my experience with this, guys, I don't know why, but I really am bad at cutting these like in a beautiful way. So I'm actually the other way around. I'm gonna go push this and go push them behind. So whatever looks trim not perfect is going to be behind where nobody's going to see it, right? So that's our first one, and then we're going to do the next one. Ah, well, that kind of flew away, but, and these, in the end, what it needs to go through is a gift card needs to go through. So I am trying right now to make sure that a gift card will go through. And this one is a little bit needed to be cut a tiny bit more. So I'm just pushing a tiny bit there. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so that's how our gift card is going to come out from. And let's go ahead and do the rest of the card. Sorry guys, I'm still like trying to get this together. So the next step is really now we're going to glue. I'm sorry. And I am going to use tear and tape, guys, because I have it's just easier. This is the moving part, and so I'm just going to use my tear and taping here. So let's focus a little bit on what I'm doing. I am putting the tear and tape, you see, like on the front, right? I think that, let me see how to say this. I think that very instinctively we would put it in the back, right? Because this is the back and you always kind of glue the back, but these we're putting on the front. So I just want you to pay attention to that. I'm going to align these here a little bit and bring my take your pick, and we'll take those out. Whoops. And now I'm just coming all the way here, guys, and I want to show you from up close. Just like we've done in the past, don't go all the way to the score line, otherwise we'll have difficulty. And just for the record, I didn't mention that. I'm going to turn this. The top of our piece will be the bigger piece, okay? So I just want to point that out. And so we're going to add this. I'm removing all that debris that somehow I have over. And again, all the way to like almost the score line, but not on the score line. And we are going to just close this. It looks like it's working, guys. So what's going to happen mostly, it didn't really glue for whatever reason. Wait. Oh, that is so weird, huh? Okay, I'm not really pressing here because I'm not sure why this is not working very well. Okay, now it does. Okay. So I'm just making sure that all is aligned in here and aligned on this side. And the next step is decorating this. So I already have a little mat in here. I'm just figuring out which is the right size, guys, because it's like 3 by, I have it here, it's like 2 7/8 by 2 3/4. So the difference is so minimal, it's hard to see. But before I put anything, I'm going to bring my, and I should have had this, but of course I would have my brush, and we're going to do a tiny little bit of blending, but it's just tiny, guys. I'm going to add just a little bit of Pool Party to this, just so we have a different color here in our card. There's a lot of greens in this card, so I'm just wanting a tiny bit of extra color. I've not been using my brushes lately, so they deserve some loving. Okay, and the next step is, so this is going to go out here, and I'm just going to glue it right now, making sure this is, guys, you see how I'm struggling there? That's so funny. Okay, there we go. It could have been a little bigger. I cut it there. I'm leaving some space in there, but it's fine. See, I actually was intelligent enough to make a little mark so it reminds me where the top was. Ha! But I was not paying attention to that. Would have been very useful if I were. And I'm going to add this little piece up here. I did not think that adding another, and this moved, another piece of designer serious paper was really going to make a big difference, so I chose not to. But here's where we're going to bring, and this is one of the reasons why I love this the scrapbooking kit, is because I'm going to bring, not you, sorry, this is too big. We are going to bring these tree and we're going to put it in there. It doesn't matter. Right there. You can put it whatever you want, guys. And now I'm bringing, this is a cut out from the paper, and I'm just bringing our friend in here. So very, very simple. One, I know I've said this like about 100 times, is how much I enjoy to be able to cut from a from the paper and just have, you know, part of the card done. But if you on top of that add there we go, if you on top of that add stickers, you got me completely. And this will be the front of the card. So we are going to bring in here two things. Let me see, where is it? Okay, here it is. So this one, this is one of the reasons why I wanted this background, and it is because I really want to add this piece in here, and it's just so perfect for this set. I don't know, guys, I just thought this was so easy to use, and I just love it. Look how cute that is, and it just, because the background is that same green, it just matches perfectly. And we are going to bring now, let me see, before we add all that, we're going to put that there. We're going to stamp these two. So I already have these aligned as best as I can. Guys, you can tell that this is really tight in there. So I am going to add, though, these are going to be in red. And I'm bringing real red, which I think is the red of this color, but both of them are going to go in real red. And I have mentioned these before, guys. If you are like me and can't stamp straight, well, I can't cut straight. There's many things I can't do straight. But if you're like me, these Misty will help you. And you can do two things at the same time, which I find very useful. And we're going to stamp this. So these are both from the Reindeer Fun stamp set, guys, and I really, really like them. Really like the how you call this, the font in them, I have to be honest. So okay, so that one, I have one, and I have the two, and I'm just going to bring real quick one of my really messy little thingies to clean in here, and we're going to move this out of the way, and we'll put that out there, and we'll give it back here in a minute. So my thought is we are going to add this. This is going to be a tiny bit bigger because we're going to do a red, if I find it. I don't have it here, so I'm going to use this piece. No, actually this is not, because that's not the red I'm using, so give me 2 seconds. Okay, all we need, let me bring this back up here. So this is about 1/2 inch, I want to say. No, it's 3/4 of an inch. And we are going to measure this. So this is 3, I want to say 3 1/4. No, so it looks like 3 1/8. And we'll see if that's fairly decent. I'm going to take a tiny bit on this side so they are more even. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add a bigger one, just a layer, of course. So we said this is about 3, so I'm going to cut a 3 1/4 and at 7/8, and we'll hope that that works. more or less. And that looks really good. The other way to do this is using let's see, with the ribbon. That could be a way. I didn't think of using ribbon, but I'm going to put this one here at the bottom, and it's, like I said, it's going to be a little bit off, but I like it. I should have put this one a little higher. I didn't think of that, but oh well, because I don't want this to be So I am going to make this a tiny bit smaller. So I'm going to take, you guys know I usually take 1/8. Well, today I'm going to take 16ths just to keep it safer, which means I'm going to take a 16th of here and see how that goes. And you know what? I found out that the stylish shapes are not retired. I thought they were retired. That's all the things I found out today because I was looking at what's left. Let's see how this works. I'm bringing this in here to work it out together. So this is fairly centered. I don't want to risk losing more, but I think I want it there. What do you guys think? Shall I cut it a little bit more? Let me know in the comments if I should cut it a bit more. I can wait. I can put these in here in the meantime. And we're going to start building our card, which is very easy. I almost forgot another piece. See, guys? That's how it goes. Okay, so this piece measures 3 inches on here. You guys can tell. And what I am going to do is I'm going to glue this. So this is 3 inches, like for 1.5 maybe. Let me see. It's bigger, and I made it 1 3/4 actually. I made it a little bigger, and this is the reasoning behind it. When you open these, like I showed you earlier, this is going to pull in here, right? I really want this to not be in the way, so it opens well. Okay, 3 more, so we'll do that in a second. So my thought is the bigger the better, because it will not it will not be in the way. But I'll show you in the other card another thing. Now, because this is so cute and so cool, I was thinking that we can use a little bit more red in here. And so I was thinking using one of these pieces, and I am going to cut. I'm actually going to use this as a guide, so I don't cut a whole lot. And all I'm doing, guys, you can't see, but all I'm doing is just planing here so I don't cut less than I have to, and I still cut less. That is so not cool. Oh, and it all got all discombobulated. So there's that. I can use that later. Of course I can. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut 1 piece. Sorry about that. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put this one here in the bottom, align with just in the corner right there, all align, and we're going to cut that little piece, and we'll figure out where to use that because I'm not wasting any of this. I like it very much. And now we're going to bring that, make your all your days be full of cheer. And I'm going to put that one fairly, not all the way, but fairly close to the back, to the bottom, kind of like that. So we have that little tiny there. It's about 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to add glue in here. And in spite of my messing here, I'm going to add quite a bit of glue, or just really make sure, not adding necessarily, but I'm just distributing the glue well with the tip of the glue dispenser, so those corners are well attached. Okay, so again, this is about there is about 1/8 of an inch, maybe a little bit less, but that's fine. Okay, there we go. And that's, I'm not really concerning here because nobody's really going to see that. So let's do, okay, so this is going to go in here. But before we do that, I'm going to bring my thingy, crop-a-drile thingy, and we're going to make a little hole here in the middle. And just, I always say, do the best you can, right? It's the middle-ish of it. And that will work. And then we'll attach here a ribbon. So these will go in here. And we're just making sure that it all will fit. Okay, there. And if it needs a tiny bit of an extra, we can use our scissors to add that. See, like it's really struggling there. So I'm going to use it's just the sharp edge, and I'm just going to use with the sharp edge a tiny bit to just cut. And that's not working as I was hoping, but I'm like suffering here, guys. Okay, I think that did something. I hope I just didn't mess the whole card. So okay, does it? Yay, it did a little bit. So this is what's going to happen. You're going to pull this and you're going to see this. So one of the reasons why I was telling you that I'm just going to make sure that this is going to work well. Okay. Sorry guys, I just want to make sure it's going to come all the way. Okay, well, I'm aligning these against the edge, the bottom edge of the card. So this is my fear, is that this goes up, right? That's why I'm holding it in here to see if it will stay. Maybe like this, it will do well. So that needs to stay there, and this will move back, you see? So what I'm trying is to hold this in place. Can't do it. Just to make sure that we are able to see the whole sentiment, but I guess we're gonna have to wing it, guys. That happens. I'm making sure though that the dot is fairly centered, okay? And the next step is I'm just centering the whole piece, and we just need to add glue in here, and this will be really the rest of our card. So let me I'm going to bring some tear and tape, because yeah, I trust tear and tape very much. And I'm going to put another piece, one on top of the other, guys. I just trust it better. And let's go ahead and take one off. And then I'll turn around and take the other one, the other back here. Okay. So here's what's going to happen, right? First of all, I'm making sure that this is aligned as possible here, that this is fairly centered. I mean, you see that it has a little bit of wiggly room here. So I'm going to push the tiny bit towards the left to center, because I feel these areas are, you know, so they're the same dimension more or less. And then I'm making sure this is straight on the top. So there you go. This seems fairly decent. I think it take a little bit more. It seems like it's fairly centered. All that before I actually glue this, and all I have to do really is turn it backwards, and now it should open. So hopefully, oh yeah, our sentiment flips in. That's so good. Okay, so we're going to trim in here. So I'm going to trim another 1/16. on the bottom. Let me see, that's not very well aligned. So there. And we're going to do, I'm going to do another on the top. So we're taking 1/8 from the whole measurement. Okay. And now what we're going to do, since it doesn't matter in here, is we're going to take 1/8 from the whole piece. We don't need to do it all in eighths, I guess, in 16ths. Oh, thank you, Louise. I'm glad you like it. And it's a very, very simple card. It does I know. Kiwi, don't say it. Don't say it. But it's a simpler card, and I feel that it allows for there you go. So yeah, definitely that 1/16 of an inch, that extra eighth works, and I like it a little bit smaller. I feel that it's a good card. It does not take like hours and hours, and the fact that you're able to utilize the stickers or the paper makes it super cool. Like, I absolutely love it. There are things I had thought about doing and I completely forgot. So there's that. I have thought about adding some, I have it here actually, some of the twine, the red and white twine, to add it to the card, but I completely forgot, guys. Ha! So there's that. Kiwi, you make my day. You're so funny. Completely forget about that. If you want to, you can do it before adding this piece. You can even put still some in here, but I didn't, so sorry, guys. So that's one thing. I'm going to add some dimensionals, but I'm not going to add dimensionals. This is about 1/4 of an inch or so between here, because this is a tiny bit bigger, so I don't worry or struggle with, oh my God, the dimensionals are going to be in the way. And so, and you guys know I always overuse dimensionals. And, okay. And that way, this has a tiny bit of an extra dimension right there. Making sure that it's not, okay, you see there's nothing in there. And the other thing is, I do have had, guys, how is it possible that every time I go live, I lose the stuff? Like, it's really disappointing. Let me grab a piece of white. No, this is not the white I need. This is crazy. No, this is this. 1 minute. Okay, I am hoping one of these kind of like fit. Ha! It does almost fit. So let's go ahead and, oh, it says inside. So this was the piece. Can you see, guys? So I am my own elf. And this measures just 1/8 of an inch smaller. I didn't see it so small on that side, but oh well, it is. It looks like. And we're just going to bring and add this white piece in the inside to decorate the inside. And I am decorating the inside because it's so much fun, guys. It's just so beautiful, right? So I'm not going to stamp anything like any other sentiment. Why is this so tight? Like, man, it's like a short 1/8 of an inch. Oh, well, I'm glad you guys can hear her, but she's far away. So what I was thinking, and since we have this, I was thinking of using this fun strip as well. And yes, I'm going to cut a good piece because I don't want to have to go through what I did a little bit ago. And I can't save it. So, okay. It would be ideal if I didn't cut. Can you see? It's totally not straight. There you go. But since this is the real straight one, isn't that true though? I'm thinking Kiwi's laughing at my own elf, but I am, guys. Like, can you see? Like, I am the one that moves the things, and then I blame it on the elves. They're gonna grab my shoes and destroy them or something. And I'm just gonna bring this up here and cut there, more or less where that white is, the white edge. I'm not thinking it's going to be perfect, but it is good enough. I'm gonna save this little piece. And then I did cut out another one of the pieces from, so this is fussy cut, as you can totally tell. And then I just can put it in here as a tiny, you know, decoration, and I absolutely love it. Okay, so there we go. We have our little thingy. The last thing that I've been debating is adding, I'm bringing mine, adding these. So do we want the very popular little minty things, because I forgot peppermint things, right? Or I have this one from last year, and I really, really like the, I mean, we can do either, I would do this one that's more pool party. It's not really pool party, nobody's gonna notice. Hi, Rosie. No, this is all made with the Reindeer Fun bundle and the workshop that it's called. One day I'll remember its name. Reindeer Memories. Probably when I'll use it all. So what do you guys think? Should we use the peppermints? Since everybody likes them. Geez, they're like barely in and they're gone. It's pretty surprising. Or should we use this one? I have two options in here. While you guys think about it, I have a little piece of old, but I think this just came back and it's in the clearance aisle, in the clearance area, and it has it's this one and a garden green one, and I still have both, like little bits of it, so they're very, very useful. So look at this. These are, and I really like them. Very, very useful. They came, oh my goodness, was it last year, the year before? Only, I don't know, but it's been out for a little bit. So I am going to bring these, and we're going to put this through. And now we have an area for this too, for people to just pull. There we go. And that way, you know, they know. So we have a tough decision. Let's see, pool party. So it seems like pool party is winning instead of the peppermint. And that's quite long. I guess I could cut it a little shorter, but for now it's fine. Pool party or peppermint? Looks like pool party. I think I'm going to go with the pool party too. Yeah, and this is why. I'm going to explain the reasoning behind it. These are too busy. Like, I think they will look better in a less busy background, but these are busy, right? And so that's the reason why I'm leaning towards the pool party one. And yeah, and then also we'll have some fun contrast between colors, right? So and you all, I have tried very much to use my take your pick every time I'm doing this, and for whatever reason I just can't. It just always gets super messy, and you guys can tell how messy this is, but I love this. I absolutely love this, and I'm gonna put that one there. Okay. Ta-da! Oh wait, here's the gift card, right? So all you have to do is put it in here, and what happens is you can you see there? Okay, there. So there is the other piece. So actually, I realized that you really don't need that. Let me show you. But it does, like, you don't need it to open it. Let me see how I want to say it. So it will work perfectly okay when you open it, but it will not if you close it back. If you want it to close back perfectly okay, so all you need to do is get, you can sort of see. So remember that we had left, this open on the edge. It's harder to get at the very first time, but once you do it, you're able to get it fairly well. So mostly, I swear to God, it was not that bad when I was doing it. Gosh. Okay. Maybe the other side. I don't know why it's so, because I didn't glue it. I glue it correctly. I remember. Okay. It's just the opening the first time, and then it just, like, once it's open, it's open. I can barely see what I'm doing, guys, and I made it. Yay for the take your pick, right? So once I just, like, open it a little bit, it's hard to see, but once you do that, then it's much easier to bring your gift card and get it in. And I'm going to use this side because it's where I open it. Sorry, guys. I know I'm moving the card like a crazy maniac. Almost. Oh. Patience, patience. You know that it is such a virtue, and sometimes I'm just, like, not virtuous enough. Okay, I managed to get it in, mostly, and then it came off. So I don't know what, there we go. Holy moly, was that rough. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. Kiwi has the perfect solution. If you don't want to struggle like I did, you just put a glue dot on the end of the gift card and I will hold it together. Thank you, Kiwi. But now when it goes, it will go back because this is pulling there, mostly. But that's the mechanism. But you had it there. Totally right. But that's the card, isn't it? That's super simple. Okay, not super simple, but it is doable. And it's super cute. I love this reindeer, guys, and of course I can play with this all day long, as you guys can tell. And I love the color combination of the greens and just little spots of red. I really like it. And then I love that you still have a, you know, area to, you know, write to your friends or whomever is receiving the card. So there's that. There we go. Now, this is the other one I did. And yes, I'm using the Autumn to Remember workshop because I really like it. I told you guys. And there's another reason. I really like the Autumn workshop because I like the colors of the DSP. And I think I said this. I love the other DSP they have. I forget the name of it. That suite from the new catalog, the annual, the holiday catalog. But I just didn't love it, so I didn't get it. And so now I did like this one a little bit more, and so I'm really happy with this. And as you guys can tell, it's just really cute. So, and you know, all I'm using some retired stuff, but all I'm using is cutouts from that. Yeah, I agree. So Kiwi's saying that she likes the browns. I just like the combination of the brown with the petal pink and this is Cajun Craze, and I think it's just that my fall colors include these a whole lot more than the other colors that were included in that suite, in that other suite, which I forget. They are very beautiful. It's very beautiful, but I just it was not enough to tempt me. And then they took this out, and I'm like, okay, I'll take this. So yeah, but this is really cute. So you have, I am using the more than autumn, which is probably one of my favorite guys. I guess Joe Golden, who was the Million Achiever. This is a really good set. I love this set, and so you know, it's just funny because it's a grateful. It's finally autumn, and then you can put autumn is the best, right? I just thought it would just make it a cool play with words. Now let me show you here what I was saying about having a bigger side. So again, I made that other one was give me 2 seconds, guys. Oh, that other one, you guys can see there's a spot here that is brown, and I just like that this one, let me take this off, that this one, it's all white. I just like that better than having the brown in here. So definitely I think that making these was an 1.75 inches. So let's say 2 inches, because I left here about 1/8, right? So I think that that's probably a better bet than doing this, but that's just because I don't like this thingy here. So anyways, this one I was opening and closing, and it kind of bent a little bit, but it's okay. Oh, thank you, Belinda and Adrian and Rosie. I'm just glad that you guys like it. Again, they are on the simpler side, but I love, you guys know I love interactive cards, and so I really, really like them. I'm actually, so not with this card, but with the fold, I'm going to enter on a little contest. But I'll tell you, it's with Gina K, but with the fold, not with the cards themselves, but it's with the Gina K design, and I am so excited. So anyways, I have to color, so I think that's why I am excited about that. Of course. Okay, guys, I am talking too much, same as usual. I did not decorate this one inside, but obviously you can use, oh, thank you, Kiwi. You can use the same stuff from the workshop kit to decorate the inside, which I think it's really, really, really cute. So, phew, we made it, guys. We made it. So, couple of things. I am crossing my fingers to go live on Friday. We may not. It's my father-in-law's birthday, and although we're not going to go, we're prepping a little bit for his birthday card. I was reading card for his birthday party, and so I may not have time, and I still have to can a few things. So thankfully we had so much bounty in the garden. I was very excited this season. Last season was a disaster because I broke my foot, and it was just a disaster. All in all, it was a disaster. And so I am really, really excited that we have a lot to can, and so yeah, I have lots of canning to do. But for sure, we'll be live next Tuesday. So, and Elizabeth, I'm actually going to do the card that I showed you a while back that you really liked. And I'm going to do that one in the next live. So, whew, we made it, guys. We made it. Do we have any questions? Do remember the PDF tutorial will be ready between today and tomorrow. I'm still writing, and of course it's not totally ready. Hey, thank you. Oh, thank you, Adrian. I don't know what I would do without you guys. You're just such big support, and I cannot thank you enough for all your support and all your help, and you know, for cheering me up when I'm down and all that good stuff. So you guys are rock stars. If you're not here but watching the replay, please, please, let me know in the comments which one you like better, and or if you've done this card in the past. Do remember that it belonged, well, I saw it from the um, German demonstrators. So I don't want to take the credit, of course. I always do give credit where it's due. And do please like it if you like what you saw tonight. Subscribe to the channel if you have not in the past. And also, share in your social media. That helps me a lot here in YouTube. Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, I need all the luck I can have with my canning. Thank you. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day and your week. In best case scenario, I will be live on Friday. It may not be. If we are, just remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you receive the notification for it. Because I know people are not sure now what's happening with me. So do that. So if I'm going live on Fridays, then you'll get that one for sure. I'm trying to keep the Tuesday videos consistent. Oh, Kathy, yes, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, and I do hope you